What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you.
Hey, what's up? So I wanted to spend some time and really talk about the upcoming LR Dual Dokkan Festival coming up. Now, the question really is, who should you pursue for? The chance of getting both, I mean, they're decent, but they're not great. I mean, realistically speaking, picking up one is more of a realism perspective, you know what I mean? So, the question then comes up is, which one should I go for? And it really depends. I mean, that's a simple answer, I guess, on what your deck looks like currently. But I'm just going to kind of talk about what I think is going to be ideal for me and what's going to improve my deck the most. So I'm on DBZ space right now looking through it, and this is obviously the base form, Goku and Vegeta card that turns into Super Vegeta, right? I mean, I'm not going to really cover the the leader skills for this guy, since they do turn into LR status, but let's just go ahead and take a look at the LR card themselves. So this is the Vegeta card, and I'll go ahead and preface this by saying both cards are extremely nice. Both are category leads, and they do provide +3 key, HP attack of 170%, and then defense of 130%. That distribution, by the way, I think it was better for the Super Saiyan 3 category. I think I rather prefer attack and defense be 170% with HP at 130 versus this format. But it's a new category lead, so they obviously had to switch it up a little bit. But I think this is probably the new norm for now. I mean, you're going to see more category leads or leader skills with this type of setup, I think. But let's talk about this guy. Yeah, so that's pretty much the leader skill, and then obviously for intelligence type, it also provides +3 key and a HP attack defense increase by 90%. Pretty nice overall. You're looking at the 18+ key is going to do mega colossal damage, and then at max SA you're looking at 30% more in damage with the super attack or ultra attack, whichever the case is. And yeah, I mean, that's we can go through the calculations and whatnot, but I'm not going to really cover that. So yeah, in terms of the passive skill, you're looking at attack and defense increasing by 120% for the start of the turn, and then for every rainbow key collected, it's going to provide 2 in key, so that definitely does help in terms of getting the ultra attack more frequently. So that definitely does help out a lot, and I do like the 120% addition to attack and defense. That's definitely nice. Link skills are pretty decent. I mean, you've got Super Saiyan, and then what I always forget the translation for this. The external sense is I don't know, historical warrior or whatever that translates to. I mean, you guys know better than I do. But Saiyan blood, you've got the Kamehameha link, and then I really need to start memorizing what these translate to. Rinsen Taisei, the one that provides +2 key, and then Chogeksen, I'm pretty sure that's Fierce Battle, attack increase of 15%, and then Legendary Power also. So definitely pretty nice, and definitely pretty amazing stats overall. I'm kind of surprised I didn't see the LR form on here listed in terms of when they actually transform into Gogeta and Vegeta. The stats, not the stats, but the passives change a little bit. But anyways, this is the Gogeta card, and you're looking at the same format as just a different category. This happens to be for the fusion, pretty much the exact verbatim leader skill. And then for the super attack, pretty similar, mega colossal damage, and then at max SA you're looking at 30% more in damage capabilities. As part of the passive, also does share the attack and defense increase of 120% at the start of the turn, and then also for rainbow keys, it's going to add +2 in key also. And the criteria for both of these guys to go into the transformation is, you know, it's got to be after 6 turns, and then HP has to be less than 50%. Looks like the link skills for this guy is a little bit different. He does have the Golden Warrior. As far as I see, that's the only difference I think on here. Alright, so let me take a second to look up something real fast. I'm going to stay on this screen for the video, but I'm actually looking at something on here on my PC, so hang on one second. Alright, let's see, what is it? I'm looking for the card with the LR information on here, so let's take a look. Alright, so once he transforms, yeah, so the passive skill for Gogeta is going to be, you know, it's going to recover all HP one time only, which is definitely nice. That'll help out in, you know, tough events and Super Battle Road and stuff like that. Gogeta is also effective against all types, and then instead of 120% boost to attack and defense, it'll now be 150%. I think the LR, you know, VEGITO or LR Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta are similar. It just has the ability to counter at with a tremendous power. So, you know, I think that's the only difference really there. Let me actually look it up here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much verbatim, like the same thing. It just Gogeta is effective against all types, and then VEGITO can counter normal attacks. So, I mean, pretty insane. And I guess, you know, the purpose of this video is talk about what I would prefer, right? My deck right now would benefit the most by pursuing Gogeta. I have a pretty solid fusion category team setup, and I do have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, you know, I'm already getting the 150% boost rates for attack, HP, and defense, but, you know, it'd be pretty nice to also get the Gogeta card and, you know, further improve the team a little bit. In terms of team building, that's probably my answer to that is my fusion category team is much, much better than my Potata category. My Potata category is actually struggling pretty bad. I've got a decent amount of cards, but nowhere near close as good as my fusion category. So it's the dilemma, right, is do I improve a currently pretty nice team, or try and go for VEGITO and actually improve a category that's lacking in you know, attack power and you know, stats overall. I mean, I've got a few, and you know, I've got like obviously VEGITO Blue and Super VEGITO, the agility version, maxed out, and they're very nice. But the other remaining cards, I'm struggling to kind of build a team for that. I don't really have a solid team setup for that. So I think, honestly, and again, I don't know how heavily I'm going to pursue this, and I'll answer that here in a second. But if I had to pick, I'm probably going to go pretty heavily on trying to get the Gogeta card versus VEGITO, just because I'd be able to make a better team out of it than VEGITO. And that's the thing is, another thing is, like, my team's my deck is pretty good right now, and it's not like I really need these guys, but I'm not sure if this is going to be a normal routine with having LRs featured in banners now. I mean, it's not even confirmed, but that's what I'm guessing is happening. So, you know, if that's going to be something of a normal routine, then is it even worth going heavy on? Chances are I'll probably pursue it pretty decently. I don't know how many stones yet. I'll have to decide that in the next day or so. But, you know, that's kind of where my take is on that. And my recommendation is probably, you know, figure out what's going to help your deck out the most and go from there. Try and get rid of favoritism and make a pretty solid decision. I mean, part of me really wants VEGITO just because of the ability to counter and having an attack boost of 170% with, you know, countering abilities, I mean, that's gonna make it pretty broken. So yeah, it's definitely a dilemma, but it's a good dilemma to have, I guess. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be the typical, you know, LR, you know, rates of what, like 0.8% or some ridiculous garbage like that. But I mean, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, if I had to pick out of the two, yeah, I'm probably gonna prioritize Gogeta, and then if I'm fortunate enough to be able to pick up Gogeta, I'll then chase, you know, VEGITO based on how many stones I have left. I don't really think I need dupes for these guys. I mean, I think they're pretty solid as they are. Obviously, having a dupe will definitely help, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, do you want to try and go hard and try and pull dupes of this guy when they're featured, or, you know, not pursue it heavily? That's another question too. But, you know, what do you guys think? What are you guys going for? Which one are you really wanting over the other if you had to pick? You know, definitely let me know in the comments, and you know, let's start a conversation. All right, take it easy.